Genom, anyone that enters does not leave. They go in there and they never leave. Gemara says even after Mashiach comes, even after Tchiyat HaMetim, even after the end of this world. It's an eternity of Genom until the Neshama is officially destroyed, which could be millions and millions of years. And the sins that a person does in order to get to the 7th level of Genom, Rabotai Yekarim, are so easy to make, you wouldn't believe it. You wouldn't believe it. How people are mamash putting themselves in eternity of Genom with a simple sin. One of those sins is Chilul Shabbat. Someone that violates Shabbat on purpose and does not do tshuva dies without doing tshuva for Chilul Shabbat, meaning they live their life as a Mechalel Shabbat or Mechalelet Shabbat. They go into the 7th level of Genom and do not end. Mashiach, no Mashiach, resurrection of the dead, all that stuff doesn't not apply to them. Second type of sin, it says over here, Amar sheyesh makom begenom v'hu nikrat tzoar o tachat. The Mador HaShvi'i, Tachtit Haaretz, Hayored l'sham shuv eno oleh. Someone who goes into it, the 7th level, it's called Tachtit Haaretz. Someone that goes into it does not come out. And it says that there's different parts of it. One of it is boiling feces, another part is boiling seed, other is different types of fire. Hashem Erachem. One person is a Mechalel Shabbat that goes in there. Dies a Mechalel Shabbat. He didn't do tshuva. If he did tshuva, they don't have to worry about it. But if they didn't do tshuva, they have a very, very serious, permanent problem. Second is someone that's wasting seed, lechatchila, meaning they waste seed on purpose. Like unfortunately many guys today, young and old, they're addicted to it. They do it sometimes daily, sometimes multiple times daily, sometimes a few times a week. You die without doing tshuva for wasting seed, my friend, doesn't matter if you kept Shabbat. Genom starts and doesn't end for you. Rabotai, it's not a joke. You learn about Genom, when I learned about it, I started crying. It's not a place you want anyone in there, including yourself or anyone you love. Wasting seed is a serious crime against Hashem. Next one, it says, someone's a machtia rabim. Someone that causes other people to sin. A woman that walks around immodest, she causes guys to sin. They end up wasting seed because of her. What do you think? She goes away free while he's in jail forever? No, my friends. A woman that walks around immodest that causes other men to sin, she's considered machtia rabim. Hashem yirachem aleinu. This could be our sisters. This could be our daughters, Hashem yirachem. This could be people that we know. This could be our mothers that causes men to sin. That means, Rabotai Karim, there's no free lunch. There's no free lunch, meaning that a woman needs to take on modesty. Why? You don't want to go with such a crime in Shamayim. I know it seems hard to be modest in this world because everybody else is immodest. I know it seems like it's hot, and therefore if you're going to put more layers or at least longer clothes, it's going to be unbearable. But I promise you, it's not that hard, and I promise you it's not hotter when you wear longer sleeves. In fact, many times it's hotter when you wear shorter sleeves. Same thing with guys. Guys that don't take advantage of the mitzvah of tzitzit because they think it's too hot, you're wasting a big opportunity to make a mitzvah, and every second you're going to need that mitzvah. You're going to need that mitzvah to protect you. So, guy that could have the excuse, oh no, I'm not wearing tzitzit because it's too hot. When you wear tzitzit, you're actually less hot. And the reason why is because you have layers. When you have layers, you'll have actually less heat. You'll have more wind coming into your body. I promise you it's not more hot with tzitzit. It's the opposite, just your Yetzirah telling you. So the point being, Rabotai, is that if a person goes to the first 6 levels of Genom, for whatever sins they've committed, there is a punishment. It's a very serious punishment, which you could learn from my shiur about Genom. I didn't even go into all the details, but I went into enough details to scare the lights out of everybody, including myself. But it ends at some point. It could be a month, it could be 5,000 years, it could be 5 million years, but at some point it ends. Remember, time over there is not like time over here. So even if Mashiach comes, it doesn't mean that the person, let's say Mashiach comes next year. It doesn't mean that a person that goes to Genom tomorrow is only going to be in Genom for 1 year. Doesn't mean that. There's no time over there. Meaning that Mashiach can come next year, but that person went to Genom for 50,000 years. Why? Because there's no time there. So yeah, here it's a year. Over there it can be 50,000 years. One of the places we learn in the Torah, that time is different over there, is this week's parasha. This week's parasha, Parashat Shlach. What did HaKadosh Baruch Hu say to Am Yisrael? It says, use count a year. Punishment, 40-year punishment. 40 days trip, 1 second actual sin, 40-year punishment. No one from that generation entered Eretz Yisrael. Here we already see that HaKadosh Baruch Hu's time span, HaKadosh Baruch Hu's clock is very different than us. 1 second sin could be centuries of punishment. Point being, we have in this one. So if a person goes to the first 6, it ends at some point, but that's not necessarily good news. It just means it ends at some point. But if they go into the 7th place because of Machtia Rabim, or Motzim Zera Levatala, or Chilul Shabbat, these 3 major crimes, there's a few others, by the way, as well, but those are the 3 most common, then they have a permanent problem, because they'll enter Gehenom, Hashem Yerachem, and they will not leave.